Imagine having 100 grand sitting inside your pocket, pulling it out and literally lighting it on fire. The sad truth is that this is exactly what a majority of farmers or ranchers are doing today because they do not have a simple system to track their expenses and really know where their cash is going inside of their business. Now, I totally get this. I grew up on a multi-million-dollar family farm operation in Western Kansas. My granddad started it back in the 50s and built it into a multi-million-dollar empire where the entire family was involved. Unfortunately, in the summer of 2005, I was going into my sophomore year of high school. I witnessed the entire thing collapse financially. 50 years of hard work was literally gone in 3 months' time. I was with my parents when they got kicked out of the house that they raised their entire family in for 30 years and ultimately had to file Chapter 7 bankruptcy. And after going through that, I would do literally anything to keep other family farm operations inside of this country from going through what my parents went through and what my grandparents went through during that time. So inside of today's video, I want to talk to you about 3 different ways that you could be losing money inside of your operation without even realizing it. The first thing that you need to do regularly is get your businesses organized. A majority of family farm operations inside this country have multiple sources of income running through one bank account. Well, it's impossible then as a business owner to really get a true gauge on which one of your businesses is the most profitable and really where you should be spending your time, right? And it just creates a lot of complexity there when we have multiple sources of income running through one bank account and we're trying to treat it like it's one business when it's really not, right? From a business owner perspective, I need to be able to look at each individual business by itself so I can see the true profitability of that business, but I also need to be able to bring everything in together as well and be able to look at things from a comprehensive level as well. But if you're like a majority of farmers and ranchers inside this country, they are running multiple sources of income through one bank account and they have no idea what the true profitability is of their business or where they should be spending their time. And so the way that we solve this is we get some clean business structure set up. We start to organize things and separate out balance sheets and cash flow projections and things like that so that we can very clearly see each individual business, what its profitability is and where you should be spending your time. And this leads us into the next thing that you should be doing as a farmer or rancher. You need to be completing monthly cash flow projections for each individual business. Notice how I didn't say annual. A majority of farmers and ranchers today just complete annual cash flow projections just to get through renewing their operating line of credit at the bank or things like that. Now, the problem is that they do this one time and then they never look at their cash flow projections again. One thing that we do with all of our customers inside of Legacy Farmer is we help them put together monthly cash flow projections that we are reviewing literally every single month. Because how many things are changing inside of your operation from January 1st to December 31st? There could be hundreds, if not thousands of transactions and different things going through your account. And I guarantee you the annual cash flow projections that your banker had you put together is not even close to where you're going to end up at the end of the year. And so what we do is we need to be setting up monthly cash flow projections where you're going back and reviewing month by month to learn what you projected versus what you actually did. Now, in doing this, you're going to become a better business owner. You're going to learn it through your mistakes that you're making or how your projections are off, and you're just going to get a really good sense on the heartbeat of your business and how you make decisions, which is ultimately going to help you make better financial decisions going forward and produce a more profitable business. Now, the last situation where you might be losing money every single year out of your operation is taxes, right? A majority of farmers and ranchers today do zero tax planning. And now if they do it, they're doing what we call reactive tax planning, right? They're not proactive. They're not doing it before the end of the year. They're doing it after the end of the year is passed and trying to go back and backdate checks or things like that, right? It's just really sloppy and it's really messy. Now, the problem with this is when you are not meeting with your accountant and you don't have your numbers and everything structured and organized and doing monthly cash flow projections and having each business broken out like we've talked about inside of this video, it's impossible for you to actually do tax planning appropriately and effectively to where it saves you tens of thousands of dollars per year. Now, we've seen this over and over again working with our customers in Legacy Farmer because when they're on top of their numbers, the way that we train them to be and the way that we help them get to, they are able to start planning for taxes come October, right? So then they're having tax planning meetings with their accountant in October, November, and December, and we are doing what we call proactive tax planning. And this is where literally tens of thousands of dollars are saved every single year versus reactive tax planning, which means you're way too late. You're trying to go back and backdate things. And it doesn't matter what type of planning you do. That time has already passed and Uncle Sam, he's coming for his money. Now, those are the 3 tricks I'm going to leave you with today, my friends. When you start organizing your businesses and are able to very clearly see where you're making money, where you're losing money, where your time should be spent, and then you're putting together monthly cash flow projections for each individual business, not only can you break it out by each individual business, but you can bring things together as well, which is what we're able to do with our customers inside of Legacy Farmer. This then leads you to the ability to, 1, better plan, right? You're on top of your numbers, you're making better financial decisions, and you're paying a lot less in taxes because you're actually able to do tax planning the right way. I'll leave some resources below and maybe a free training here for you to check out on exactly how this entire system puts together. And if you want to have a conversation and learn more about Legacy Farmer, then click the link below and schedule a call with our team.